Welcome to math lesson number 3. We're looking at page 217, and this time we are doing the back 218. I checked this time before I started filming. Number 1, you fill in the missing numbers. You should be able to do this on your own now. So remember, when you go that way, plus 1. When you go this way, minus 1. Plus 10, minus 10. All right. Number 2, draw a line segment that is 3½ inches long. And if you're looking at your ruler, you should see, like, let's say here's 0, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4. All rulers have some kind of markings in between those inch numbers, and they'll look a little different, but they all have usually one that's about half the size because it's half the distance. Come look close at mine. There you go. They'll all have one here where this is a half. This is a 1½ This is a 2½ And then they might have all the others in the middle, the 4 in the middle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that will get you to the half. So we are now looking at halves, measuring to halves, not just at about, not about 2 inches. We're going to be close to about 2½ inches. So draw your line 3½ inches long, then draw a line underneath that that is 1 inch shorter. So what's 1 less than 3½ So I didn't mark 3½. And remember, it's 3½ The half takes up as much space as the 3. So 1 shorter, it's going to be 2½ All right. Number 4, probability again. What is the chance that you will fly in a spaceship today? Do you think it's impossible? It's certain. You're going to do it for sure. It's very likely. And I don't think so. Number 9, it is a multiplication problem again. There are 9 cars and each one has 4 tires. So 9 times 4, how many tires in all? And to show you're watching my video, underneath that table, I want you to write the multiplication sentence. 9 times 4 equals how many tires? And then number 6, it says use pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters to make $1.79. It does not say to use $1, so you're going to need to use coins to make up $1 and then go from there. And if you want to make it easier, 4 quarters makes $1. You could go from there. All right, turning it over, you're going to see a map. Okay, if you look closely at that map, all of the distances are marked with MI, and that's short for miles. How many miles apart each of those cities are. This is over on the west side of the map near California. You'll see Los Angeles there. If you want to go look at a United States map, it's going to be up on the top left. So you're going to use those distances to drive from one place to another, and you have to add them all up, and it's kind of like perimeter. Remember when we did the square last week where we said if this is 4 inches and this is 4 inches and this is 4 inches and this is 4 inches, how long would it take me? How many inches to get all the way around? 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. It would take 16 inches to get all the way around. That's the perimeter. So now we're going to drive from one place to another, to another, to another, and add them up as we go. So what's the shortest route from Seattle to, and then that crazy word is Albuquerque. It's a city in New Mexico. So if I were to go from Seattle all the way down on the bottom to Albuquerque, what's the shortest way? So I'm going to follow all of those roads, add them up as I go, and I might have to use a marker board or scratch a piece of paper. I might have to do lots of chances to figure out what the shortest distance is. I'm going to have to figure it out so I know if you're right or not. Put a check mark in front of the longer trip. So they give you 2 little marks here for number 2, 2 little blanks. Is the longer trip from Salt Lake City to Billings through Butte? Or is the longer trip Salt Lake City to Billings through Cheyenne? So if you look at Salt Lake to Billings, would it be better to go over here to Cheyenne and up, or would it be better to go up to Butte and over? You add both up and find the shorter one and put a check mark. And then how much longer was it? So you're going to have to add them both up. And then you find the distance. How much longer or shorter would the trip be? That's kind of fun, but this is going to take you a little while. All right, it's good map skills.